The sun beat down on the African savanna, casting long shadows over the vast golden landscape. The air shimmered with heat, creating mirages that danced on the horizon. It was a typical day in this part of the world, where the sun's relentless rays dictated the rhythm of life. Golden grass swayed in the warm breeze, whispering secrets of the wild to anyone who would listen. The grasslands stretched endlessly, a sea of gold under the azure sky. Each blade of grass seemed to tell a story of survival of the countless creatures that called this place home. Amidst this serene beauty, a team of wildlife biologists moved with purpose. They were tracking radio signals, their equipment beeping softly as they searched for a leopard named Bahati. This wasn't just any leopard. Bahati was a key part of a long-term study on leopard movements and behavior in the savannah. Bahati had been fitted with a radio collar months ago, allowing the team to monitor her every move. She was a magnificent creature, her sleek body moving gracefully through the tall grass. Her presence was a testament to the wild, untamed spirit of the savannah. But recently, Bahati's signals had grown weak and sporadic, causing concern among the biologists. They feared the worst as they scoured the landscape, their eyes scanning for any sign of the elusive predator. Then, in a shaded grove, they found her. Bahati was alive, but barely. She lay on the ground, her body a shadow of its former self. The once powerful muscles that had carried her through countless hunts were now weak and trembling. Her eyes, once bright and full of life, were dull and glazed over. She lay listlessly in the shade of an acacia tree, seeking refuge from the relentless sun. The tree's branches provided a small respite, but it was clear that Bahati was in dire need of help. Her breathing was shallow, each breath a struggle. Her once vibrant coat was dull and patchy, a stark contrast to the healthy sheen it had once possessed. The biologists knew that this was a sign of severe malnutrition and illness. They had to act quickly if they were to save her. She was painfully thin, her ribs showing through her skin like the bars of a cage. It was heartbreaking to see such a majestic animal reduced to this state. The team worked swiftly, administering fluids and medication, hoping to stabilize her condition. This magnificent predator, normally a symbol of strength and grace, was overwhelmed by an unseen enemy parasites. These tiny invaders had sapped her strength, leaving her vulnerable and weak. The biologists knew that their work was far from over. They had to ensure that Bahati received the care she needed to recover and return to her rightful place as a queen of the savannah. Leopards, like all wild animals, are susceptible to parasites. These majestic creatures, often seen as the epitome of strength and agility, face a hidden battle that many are unaware of. In the wild, the constant threat of parasitic infestation looms large over their existence. Ticks, fleas and mites can infest their fur and skin, causing irritation, infection, and even anemia. These tiny invaders latch onto the leopard's body, feeding on their blood and causing immense discomfort. The constant itching and scratching can lead to open wounds, which in turn can become infected, further complicating the leopard's health. Internal parasites, like worms, can rob them of vital nutrients, weakening them from the inside. These parasites reside in the leopard's intestines, consuming the nutrients meant for the animal. Over time, this can lead to severe malnutrition, weight loss, and a general decline in health. The once powerful and agile predator becomes lethargic and weak, struggling to perform even the most basic tasks. The team suspected that Bahati was suffering from a severe infestation, possibly a combination of both internal and external parasites. Bahati, a once vibrant and strong leopard, was now a shadow of her former self. The wildlife rescue team, with their expertise and dedication, knew that they had to act swiftly. They conducted thorough examinations, checking every inch of her body for signs of parasites. Her weakened state made her vulnerable to other predators and less able to hunt, putting her life in grave danger. Immediate action was needed. In the wild, a weakened predator is an easy target. Other animals, sensing her vulnerability, would not hesitate to attack. Moreover, her inability to hunt meant that she was slowly starving. The team knew that without intervention, Bahati's chances of survival were slim. They had to devise a plan to treat her and ensure she could return to her natural habitat, strong and healthy once more. The rescue team sprang into action. Each member knew their role in this delicate dance between humans and nature. They worked swiftly and silently, their movements a blend of urgency and calm precision. Time was of the essence, but so was Bahati's safety and well-being. The team's veterinarian, Dr. Maya Khan, prepared the tranquilizer dart. The dosage had to be carefully calculated based on Bahati's estimated weight, which was difficult to determine in her emaciated condition. The dart hit its mark. Bahati flinched but did not run. The tranquilizer would take a few minutes to take effect. The team watched anxiously, ready to move in as soon as Bahati was sedated. They knew that a tranquilized animal is still aware of its surroundings and can be easily stressed, which could further endanger Bahati's health. As Bahati's eyes began to droop, the team approached cautiously, speaking in low, soothing tones. Once Bahati was fully sedated, the real work began. The team had been preparing for this moment for weeks, knowing that the health of this majestic creature depended on their precision and care. Dr. Khan and her assistant gently lifted the weakened leopard onto a stretcher. Every movement was deliberate, ensuring that Bahati remained stable and comfortable during the transfer. They moved quickly but carefully, transporting her to a makeshift field clinic set up nearby. The field clinic was equipped with all the necessary tools and medications, ready to address any complications that might arise. There, under the shade of a tarp, the team began the painstaking process of removing the parasites. The tarp provided some relief from the harsh sun, creating a more controlled environment for the delicate procedure. Ticks and fleas were carefully extracted from her fur, their tiny bodies engorged with Bahati's blood. Each parasite was meticulously removed using specialized tools to avoid causing further harm to the leopard's skin. Samples were collected to be analyzed later, helping the team understand the extent of the infestation and the specific types of parasites involved. This data would be crucial for developing a treatment plan and preventing future infestations. Throughout the procedure, detailed notes were taken. Every step was documented to ensure that nothing was overlooked and to provide a comprehensive record for future reference. The concentration on the faces of the team members was palpable. They knew that Bahati's life was in their hands, and they were determined to do everything possible to save her. The collaboration among the team was seamless. Each member knew their role and executed it with precision, showcasing the power of teamwork in wildlife rescue operations. As the procedure came to an end, there was a collective sigh of relief. Bahati was now free from the parasites that had plagued her, and the team had successfully completed another critical mission. Bahati was started on a course of medication to treat the parasites and address any secondary infections. She was also given fluids and nutritional supplements to combat her dehydration and malnutrition. The team watched over her around the clock, monitoring her vital signs and providing supportive care. Slowly but surely, Bahati began to respond to the treatment. Her breathing eased and her eyes regained their focus. The spark of life that had seemed so faint just days ago was flickering back to life. After several weeks of intensive care, Bahati was strong enough to return to the wild. The team cheered as she walked confidently into the bush, her coat now gleaming, her head held high. A GPS collar was fitted around her neck, allowing the team to continue tracking her progress and ensure her well-being. Back in her territory, Bahati thrived. She was hunting, she was healthy, and she was once again the queen of her domain. Bahati's story is a testament to the importance of wildlife rescue and rehabilitation. It highlights the dedication and courage of individuals who work tirelessly to protect vulnerable species. These unsung heroes brave harsh conditions, risk their own safety, and pour their hearts and souls into saving animals in need. They are the voice for the voiceless, the guardians of the wild. But the work is far from over. Leopards, like many other wildlife species, face an uncertain future. Habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and the illegal wildlife trade all threaten their survival. By supporting conservation organizations, promoting responsible tourism, and advocating for policies that protect wildlife and their habitats, we can all play a part in ensuring that future generations inherit a world where leopards like Bahati can continue to roam free.